tampering with this phone right now as we're talking, as I was saying. Now, granted, it didn't stop the other phone, so the other phone is still there. I'm just showcasing to you. This is the tamperings and how they work. And if tampering doesn't work, they can just do this. That's simple as that. I usually just holding the other phone. I'm gonna see that from there. As I put the phone on there, I looked up. They shoot the green ball there, and then just shut down. And then I looked up and I found one or two options. Either they actually run out of space, which I found a bit weird, or something else. And it didn't run out of space because you still recording, right? And when it does, the recording stays in this system folder, which is where it goes to temporary anyways. By the way, the notification 12%. You might have one of those in your phone as well, right? There you go. Started at 23:44. I was in the bus. Most of that was in video, so the actual recording, it's funnily enough probably muted for most of this time. And by now I've been recording on the other phone as well, little one. So this document, you're gonna listen to what I said, that's for sure. I'm just pointing that to you. And stopped right now, 12:53. Is when they just decided to, you know what? Just stop the recording on my phone remotely. No Wi-Fi, no anything else, not even this, nobody's around me. And that's just what they do. So this is the level of tampering, how it functions, right? Not the only thing that they can do, but that's it. Just documented on that. Yeah. So I mentioned tamperings. Even if for some reason, whatever the weird tampering ad hoc, the one done live, doesn't sound good enough, they can just do this and just block it after, right? Not to mention perhaps start to delete data after, and on top of that, they can just assault me in the middle of the night and get their hands on my phone, perhaps using even my own hand to unlock the phone, and because it's sedating with drugs, right? And that's just an affair for all the days. As I said, look at what happens. This one that I mentioned, the guy showed up here, is the 4th to the 6th. You can see that in detail. Also, 200 megabytes. Pretty interesting. Because I can guarantee to you that they were not 200 megabytes a second ago. Free. So again, God only knows what other files they already tampered with or tried to delete. Right? You know, we couldn't buy the memory cards to have that covered, because as I was there in Paraguay, they're doubling the price of all the memory cards. They all literally double the price. For instance, before it was roughly about $50, the 128 megabyte, $100 it choose 56. All of them are double the price now. Not 20%, not 25%, not any amount, just double. And I would argue that it's just double just for me, and the other people still pay the normal price. But again, you get to argue that, you get to see the things as they go. And because of that, I couldn't get the other memory card, which means that I have to shovel and to use the memory card on the phone, but I try to keep it offline to prevent what you just saw happening from happening. Okay? Oh yeah. Neat. Chip. Now I'm trying to get Chip back. I don't know where she went, but I'm not leaving her in a day like this. She's staying inside her box. Chip. Baby. Baby, please, not today. But that's very important for you to see. And again, notice how it's still recording. They can also tamper with video screen recordings like this one. But again, doesn't matter. I have another second source for this. Mostly I just want to find where she is. Chip! Chip! Mama cat's carrying her. Chip, 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 Chip. Chip, come on. We have so much to do now. Chip, baby. 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 Come on. Baby. Baby. Come on, we gotta go. He was waiting. He was like going back and forth for me as I explained this, but and by now the brave piece and shade is already from yellow to brown. because probably in between the grams, he had grams talking about no grams of powder. He probably only now realized that wow, they force those many things on me. They do many of those things voluntarily. He probably only now realized that anyone can actually see those things, which means that they have absolutely no control over this whatsoever. And what they up to now thought was a ginormous victory, now they're starting to actually see the oh shit problem. Which again, for me, and you take the grace and the difference in behavior from a guy who has been dealing with uncertainty about his own future for the past 4 fucking years, to Mijo Merda just realizing that as of now, that things may change very quickly in a way that they don't expect, because the politician sees this and makes a commentary in a way, and you'll be seeing that commentary later, right? Imagine it's a high politician that has a lot at stake and represents a nation or state or whatever it is, that carries over. There's no takesy backsies, because everybody kind of knows, and given how smart they are, they likely will give hints that they know much more than they're claiming through the commentary. So if they accidentally just slip by, and again, the level of intelligence is slipping by is very common, and they just say something that they know everybody else knows, but it's not quite something that they're gonna claim to that they know, and good luck finding whatever this is in a crime of hundreds of thousands of videos, right? Then there's no takesy backsies, right? You know that they know, not just that one knows, you know that everybody else knows, because what else? There are other ones who would say, what the fuck you doing, dude? You crazy? So again, and the connections are endless. This is why I'm just kind of letting certain things ride, because you're seeing already in video, they selective videos, some of which will never be recommended to anyone. I cannot imagine YouTube algorithm selecting a number as your next video. Again, as I said, more power to them. When they think it's gonna stick, I'm not gonna dive too much. Those things established, the rest established. Just know that they can just tamper with things and just backhand slap that way. Funny enough, for that one, there's very little said, because whatever was said between videos, it was recording the little guy, and the rest is in the videos anyways. So it'll be muted in the audio anyways. So I don't even know what they gain by that. I just know that they did that. They killed the app and they killed the screen record as well. That's what you saw.